Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Nikki with Live, Laugh, Love Tarot. I wanted to do something a little different today. I was drawn to this deck. This is the Sacred Creator Oracle deck. And I am amazed at what I pulled today, and I want to read for you really quickly the cards that are here. I put them in numerical order, I heard, and it's interesting the numerology that comes out with this as well. The first card I pulled, I've already blessed this place and made sure I just took care of that, just so you know. I always like to bless my space so for you and everyone watching, so nothing negative can attach. And the first card I pulled here is the Welcome the Divine Masculine, card number 19, and it's a very fiery card. And what I'm channeling with this today is that for my feminines watching, you may have been shadow siding your either your masculine side or your feminine side, but now it's really time to welcome the divine masculine. And 19 is in numerology. You break that down as a 10, which is the end of a cycle of maybe presenting yourself in a certain way. But now you're ready to welcome your masculine side, and you found yourself in a nice balance between the masculine and the feminine. So now you're presenting yourself in a way that people have not seen you before. You may be showing more of a balanced feminine and masculine side to you, where you can be very gentle, but then again, you also know your masculine side that can come out to people, that shows how you know who you are and you know what you want. The essential meaning of this card, though, it's a passion and creativity card, providing care for others. You're a warrior, you have a strength of spirit, you're gifted, you're a true leader, you're a true entrepreneurial spirit, and you have stability in your friendships. And people love how you take care of yourself. You're absolutely finding yourself that you're spending some time more reflecting on your shadow work. And right now, because you're doing that, here comes the sun. The energy of the divine masculine is bringing a bright and fierce presence to you and everyone around you. You're breaking down barriers and you're inspiring people. And this is the kind of energy that you get stuff done with. So it's time to get moving. I'm hearing about this divine masculine card right here, the first one. Okay, so you may be a fire sign, and you're finding that if you haven't been paying attention, all of the astrological signs right now are moving into a lot of fiery placements. So if you haven't checked your chart, I suggest you do so, because it will help you understand what's going on possibly in your placements. And you can pretty much figure out what's coming next if you know that. So I encourage you definitely trying to figure out if you know the time and place of your birth, and you can find that out pretty easily. Then we have the next one, which is, what's your honest truth? So this is number 20, which is 2. So we have 1 and then 2, because 9 and 1 break down to 10, which is 1 in numerology, and then you have 2. You're making a progression. You're starting to look into yourself and finding out what is really your truth. What is it that you really want? Are you being authentic? Are you being transparent? A glorious unveiling of spirit is clear and compelling communication right now that's coming from your heart. You need to look dark inside the dark spaces and figure out what it is that your truth really is. Sometimes we just need to look through the many layers of what truth is. The truth that we learn from our parents, the ones that we learned during our life experiences, the ones that our ego holds on to in order to lovingly protect us from the world. You've outgrown this layer, and it's time to do some shedding in order to create the best framework for your future. At the base of all your learned truths lies a different sort of true, an underlying true essence, and this core foundation is refusing to be quieted or ignored any longer. You've come to a point where you found your divine masculine, and now you're honestly being true into who you are, and it's emanating to everyone around you, and they're kind of having thoughts and feelings about that. Perhaps you're the only one doing this. Perhaps that's a group of you that's doing this, but you're finding out really what is who and what you want around you. Okay, and then the next card we have is raw intention. This is 22, a master number, which breaks down to 4, which is stability. You are I like the raw intention and the divine masculine together in between the what's your honest truth, because it's showing that you are coming out in that's the 2 authentic cards right there. Raw intention means that you are not screwing around anymore. You're coming as who you are, and you're not going to pretend to be somebody you're not. The masks are falling off. You're going to be your true self, and everybody is going to see that. You're bringing intention to your life. You've got savage love and divine intervention and powerful inspiration, and you're channeling messages from above, from source. You're starting to listen to that inner voice, and it's causing you to see things for what they are. Intentions can be raw or it can be refined. Refined intention gets polished and perfected and turned into marketing, a resume, a vision board. Maybe you're decided to get real with what you want to do with your career. Maybe you're deciding that I'm done with this 9-to-5 job and I don't want to be there anymore. You're getting yourself unstuck. You're getting your story out there, and you're checking your emotions of what's sabotaging you and what has caused you problems up until this point. So you're getting stable with your thoughts, and you're being very authentic, and you are definitely moving mountains. You're allowing spontaneity and divine love to guide you now. So pay attention to the whims and desires and inclinations and impulses that you want to do. That's your spirit guide talking to you. Are you following your North Node? Are you in it? Okay, so be real about what you're doing, and you're starting to see that. And because you're being honest with your truth, you're able to get into your raw intentions of what you really want to do now. It's really taking a hard look at what and where you are in your life right now, and what do you need to do. So the next card is number 23, which is a 5. You're following through. This could be where struggles have happened in the past for you, and you basically, maybe you had a lot of intentions but never followed through with them now. Now's the time to do so. Sorry about my feet. Now's the time to do so. Okay, so following through with the essential meaning of that card is an unfinished idea that needs finishing, allowing yourself to say it's done. Maybe you're done with something or somebody or relationships. You're following through with nurturing yourself now. That's the self-care message. You're needing to tie up loose ends and leaving your energy scattered, unfinished business. This is not what you need to be doing. You need to be finishing things up because you're about to move into a new era of your life. Yeah. So, again, follow through. What was your big, beautiful masterpiece that you left unfinished? Is there something that you're trying to do? Are you trying to write a book? Now's the time to find the energy to follow through, and I think you will, because it's coming underneath the divine masculine. I think you have all the tools that you need right now. Okay? The now. So yes, right now, 747. That's a master number 11. You are absolutely in divine with your truth. See how these two cards here have the same color? They follow in line. What's your truth? And it's right now. What is your truth right now? What do you believe right now? Okay. So that's very important that you're looking at everything that you find right now that's important to you. Okay. That we only have right now. Tomorrow is never promised. So everything that you're thinking about is happening in the moment right now. Okay? Being in the right place at the right time, divine timing, that's what's coming in for you. I'm getting that time is speeding up as you move toward your dreams. A reminder that time is on your side, because all we have is right now. But again, if you're in your divine mission, you're going to find yourself in the right place at the right time. You're feeling maybe a sense of urgency and frustration and patience. Maybe things aren't moving like you want them to, but divine timing is at play. So you need to trust that the divine timing is putting you where you need to go. Time is always on your side. The universe has brought you right here, right now. So be right here now. Nothing else is tangible. You cannot change the past. You can only change the future by making changes today. Your now is always the only moment you have that's active right now. So yes, stay in the moment. Don't worry about yesterday. You've already moved past all that. You're following through, and you're moving through the now because you're following your honest truth. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And the last card we have is manifesting and doing. You're on a place right now where you're about to just do it. So 59 it breaks down to another 5. 14 and 4 and 1 is 5. Okay. So you're manifesting and doing. You know where you want to be. You're going to make it happen no matter what. You're in a position right now where you're not caring about what anybody else has to say. You're going to do what you need to do because that's what you are good at. If you're a fire sign, you're really good at manifesting, and you're good about doing. Sometimes you maybe have a hard time following through. That's been a little challenge for Aries for sure. But now you're at a place where you're going to follow through because the divine is there for you. You're going to be making things happen. You're changing your life. You're consistent in your practice, and you're communicating your intentions. There you go. You're manifesting miracles. You're tapping into your intelligent heart. Doing half the work, believing it needs to be hard, not trusting in your creator abilities is the self-care message. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself because you can do it. Today's complexity is an illusion. Actualizing desire doesn't have to be hard or elaborate. It doesn't need to take years to unlock, and you're finding yourself, you're going to be succeeding right now. Things are going to be moving quickly because it's meant to be. It's meant to be that it is. Okay? So be consistent. Focus on this blessing. Take action. Align your energetic thought patterns with the desires in your heart. Allow, and it will be easy. Don't get caught up in rules that may trap you into thinking you don't know how to do this properly. This card is here to remind you that you are a brilliant manifester and that you can accomplish this. Put your energy into doing the actual thing and creating, because you're already ready. You've been healing, you've been ready, you're on the cusp of being a great success if you haven't started so already, but focus on the now and then manifest and do it. Put your raw intention out there and it will be. Collective, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a quick little run through for today. I just wanted to try something different. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.